Hello friends. So now today as we are going to start the chapter which belong from physical chemistry, as we know that several important topics are there in physical chemistry. We studied the some physical chemistry topics like chemical equilibria, chemical thermodynamics in 11th standard. As we studied the chemical equilibria and chemical equilibrium, that topic gives an idea about the extent of chemical reaction. That means with the help of equilibrium constant concept, reaction constant concept, we can tell about the extent of chemical reaction which happen at particular instant. And also in chemical thermodynamics, means that chemical thermodynamics, that branch of physical, that topic of physical chemistry, it deals with the feasibility of chemical reaction. Feasibility means whether the chemical reaction is spontaneous or non-spontaneous. The spontaneity of the chemical reaction explained by the thermodynamics identities like enthalpy, entropies, Gibbs free energy. Now in today's lecture, we start the chemical kinetics topic. So first of all, we discuss in short for what purpose we are going to study the chemical kinetics. What is the importance of chemical kinetics? That chemical kinetics is the branch of physical chemistry which deals with the study of a rate of chemical reaction. Means the chemical kinetics explain the rate of chemical reaction, and also chemical kinetics branch explain the factor which affect on the rate of chemical reaction. And chemical kinetics also gives an idea about the mechanism of chemical reaction. Okay, so first of all, I will tell the weightage of this chemical kinetics for your 12th board exam. 5 to 6 mark weightage is there for your 12th board exam, and one question must be there in JEE Mains and NEET examination. Okay, so first of all, I will tell in short about the subtopics of chemical kinetics. Initially, we discuss about the definition of rate of reaction. Rate of reaction express in two ways: average rate of reaction and instantaneous rate of reaction. Okay, so after that basic definition, we'll discuss some numericals on that topics. Now, after that, one concept is there, rate law, and on the basis of that rate law, we will discuss about the order and molecularity concept. So then after that, one mathematical expression is there, integrated rate law for first order reaction, and also integrated rate law for zero order reaction. After that mathematical expression, we'll discuss about the Arrhenius equation concept. Then after the Arrhenius equation, uh, collision theory is there. Then two theoretical topics are there: effect of temperature on rate of reaction and effect of catalyst on rate of reaction. Okay, so this is all about the introductory part of chemical kinetics. Now first of all, we start with the definition of rate of reaction. So we'll discuss about the rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so first of all, we discuss in short about the definition of rate of chemical reaction. Then after that, we'll discuss the types of rate of reaction. Now, as we know that in chemical reaction, reactant get converted into product. Means as time goes on, the concentration of reactant is decreases and that of concentration of product is increases. Okay, so that means as time goes on, both the concentration of reactant and product get changed. Then rate of reaction is nothing but what? The rate of reaction is change in concentration of product or reactant per unit time of the reaction. That is the rate of chemical reaction. So if you, we can say mathematically, rate of chemical reaction is equal to change in concentration of reactant or product divided by time. Okay, so that is the definition of rate of chemical reaction: change in concentration of product or reactant per unit time. That is nothing but rate of chemical reaction. If you take in consider the unit of rate of chemical reaction, rate is equal to what? Change in concentration divided by time. As we know that the unit of concentration is molar, that is mole per liter, and we can use the unit of time second, minute or hour. Means the unit of rate of chemical reaction is molar per time. We can say the unit of rate of chemical reaction molar per second, molar per minute, molar per hour. So this is about the definition and the unit of rate of chemical reaction. Now the rate of chemical reaction expressed into different way: average rate of chemical reaction and instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so small differ is there. So first of all, we will discuss all about the average rate of chemical reaction. Then after that, we will discuss about the instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. Now, average rate of chemical reaction, it express in both reactant as well as in term of product concentration. So average rate of chemical reaction in term of reactant concentration is equal to minus delta concentration of R divided by delta T. Here delta R is what? Change in concentration of reactant, and delta T is what? The long time interval during which the concentration of the reactant get changed. And here negative sign is there. That negative sign indicate that as reaction proceed, as time goes on, the concentration of reactant is decreases. So this is about the average rate of reaction in term of reactant concentration. I think you got it. What is the the meaning of negative sign? That negative sign indicate as time goes on, the concentration of reactant is decreases, or as reaction proceed, the concentration of reactant is decreases. Okay, now let's discuss the average rate of chemical reaction in term of product concentration. The average rate of chemical reaction in term of product concentration is equal to plus delta P divided by this delta T. That delta P means what? Change in concentration of product. And here delta T is what? Time interval during which the concentration of product get changed. And in this expression, positive sign is there. That positive sign indicate that as reaction proceed, as time goes on, the concentration of product is increases. So this is about the mathematical expression of average rate of chemical reaction in term of, as we discussed, in term of both product concentration as well as reactant concentration. Let's discuss that average rate of chemical reaction with the help of graphical presentation. Then after that, we'll discuss about the instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so as I put here the graph, two graphs are there, graph 1 and graph 2. That graph 1 is if you observe in graph 1, on a y-axis concentration of reactant is there, and on x-axis time is there. Okay, so if you observe this particular graph, as time increases, that means as time goes on, the concentration of reactant is decreases. So if you say at time t1, R1 is the concentration of reactant, then as time goes on, the concentration of reactant is decreases. Now after time T2, this time T2, the concentration of reactant become R2. Okay, so this gap between T1 and T2, we can say it is delta T, long time interval. Okay, and this R2 is final concentration of reactant and R1 is initial concentration of reactant. Then as with from this graph, we can say the average rate of chemical reaction in term of reactant concentration, that is minus delta concentration of R upon delta T is equal to minus sign as it is, and bracket this delta R is nothing but what? R2 minus R1, that is final concentration of reactant minus initial concentration of the reactant. Okay, so as here negative sign indicate as time goes on, concentration of reactant is decreases. Okay, now here the second graph, another graph is there. On y-axis concentration of product term is there, and on x-axis time is there. Okay, so as we know that as reaction proceed, the concentration of product is increases. So graph is like this. At T1, if P1 is the concentration of product, then as time goes on, the concentration of product is increases. Okay, so at T2, that P2 is the final concentration. Then average rate of chemical reaction in term of concentration of product is plus delta P divided by delta T, which is equal to, again plus sign as it is, for this delta P concentration, final concentration of product, that is P2 minus P1 divided by this delta T. Okay, so this is the graphical presentation of both the average rate of chemical reaction in term of reactant concentration and average rate of chemical reaction in term of product concentration. Okay, so there is another way to express the rate of chemical reaction, that is instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. So as we know that chemists want to know the rate of chemical reaction at particular instant, at particular time when reaction start or when reaction is somewhere middle. At that condition, what is the rate of chemical reaction? That things want to know the chemist. So for that purpose, new terminology is there, new concept is there, instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. So what is instantaneous rate of chemical reaction? The rate of chemical reaction at a particular instant, at a particular time, that is the instantaneous chemical reaction, and it's simply denoted by this d by dt. That means we have to just replace this delta by small d. Okay, this delta by small d, that is the instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. So again we can say instantaneous rate of chemical reaction expressed in two ways: instantaneous rate of chemical reaction in term of concentration of reactant and in term of concentration of product. Same terminology as like the average rate of chemical reaction in term of concentration of reactant and product. So here only there is small change. Instead of delta we have to use this d, small d. Okay, this small d represent the instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. Okay, how to find out the instantaneous rate of chemical reaction with the help of graph. Okay, again I explain that concept with the help of same graph. Now if you observe this particular graph, if chemists want to know the rate of chemical reaction at particular instant t, small t, then draw one tangent to that particular curve. Okay, at this point, then the slope of that particular tangent gives the value of instantaneous rate of chemical reaction in term of reactant concentration. Okay, same we can tell the instantaneous rate of chemical reaction for the in term of product concentration. If chemists want to know the rate of chemical reaction at particular instant t, then draw the tangent to that curve at this particular time t. Then the slope of that tangent, that is plus dp upon dt, that gives the value of instantaneous rate of chemical reaction in term of concentration of product. As we know how to find out the slope, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 for this straight line and for this straight line also. Okay, so this is all about the rate of chemical reaction. Here we discuss both the average rate of chemical reaction and instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. Okay, let's discuss some numericals on this particular topic. So given this numerical, so here for a chemical reaction, reactant gives product, the change in concentration of reactant from 0.03 to 0.02 molar in 25 minutes. Time interval is given 25 minutes, and during that time interval there is change in concentration of reactant 0.03 to 0.02, that is reactant concentration is decreases. Then calculate the average rate of chemical reaction using time unit in second. That means we have to convert that 25 minute in second. Okay, so same formula is there. Average rate of chemical reaction in term of reactant concentration is minus delta concentration of R upon delta T, so which is equal to minus in bracket. So what is delta R? Final concentration minus initial concentration. We can say this 0.02 is the final concentration and 0.03 is the initial concentration. Okay, so this divided by this 25 minutes into second, we multiply here 60. That means we convert that minute into second. Then by calculating we get the average rate of chemical reaction is equal to 6.66 into 10 raised to minus 6. Unit is molar per second. As we discussed previously about the unit of rate of chemical reaction, that is concentration divided by time. So here molar per second is the unit of that average rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so hope you get the concept rate of chemical reaction and way to express the rate of chemical reaction, that is average rate as well as instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. Okay, now as we discuss some mathematical expression to express the rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so here I put the chemical reaction in front of you. So if you observe this chemical reaction, Haber process, formation of ammonia, the formation of ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen. Okay, so chemical reaction is there, N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. So if you observe this particular chemical reaction, in this chemical reaction concentration of nitrogen and that of hydrogen is decreases, and as reaction proceed the concentration of ammonia is increases. Okay, we express the average rate of chemical reaction in term of concentration of nitrogen, in term of concentration of hydrogen, in term of concentration of ammonia also. So here I write three mathematical expression for the rate of chemical reaction. Average rate of reaction in term of concentration of nitrogen is equal to, so minus delta concentration of N2 divided by this delta T. If you see here negative sign is there, that negative sign indicate that concentration of this nitrogen is decreases as reaction proceed. Now second, average rate of chemical reaction in term of concentration of hydrogen is minus delta concentration of H2 divided by this delta T. Again same here, this negative sign indicate the rate of chemical rate of consumption of hydrogen, rate of concentration of hydrogen is decreases as reaction proceed, and average rate of chemical reaction in term of formation of ammonia is plus delta concentration of NH3 divided by delta T. Okay, so these are three expression we discuss here for the consumption of nitrogen, for the consumption of hydrogen, for the consumption of ammonia. We can write the same expression for the instantaneous. We have to just replace that delta by small d. Okay, so here we write here this small d instead of this delta for instantaneous rate of chemical reaction of consumption of nitrogen. Here same here, instead of this delta we write here small d, and instead of this d, this delta, we write here small d. Okay, so as if you observe this particular chemical reaction, if you observe here particular chemical reaction, when 1 mole of nitrogen consumed, then 2 mole of ammonia is formed. If you observe this particular chemical reaction, when 1 mole of nitrogen get consumed, then at that time 2 mole of ammonia is formed. That means it indicate that formation of ammonia is faster process. than the decomposition of nitrogen. Okay, or we write here in term of like this: formation of ammonia is twice faster than consumption of nitrogen. We can write the same as so as we observe here, the formation of ammonia is twice faster than consumption of nitrogen. So from that we can write here the rate of chemical reaction. Rate of chemical reaction is equal to d concentration of NH3 upon dt is equal to 2 into minus d concentration of N2 upon dt. So we can say this equation is the equation for the rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so from this chemical reaction, as this, if you observe this reaction, from this chemical reaction, N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. As we can say, when 1 mole of nitrogen get consumed, at that time 3 mole of hydrogen get consumed. So obviously consumption of hydrogen is 3 times faster than nitrogen. So from that comparison we can write the rate of chemical reaction. As I write here, consumption of hydrogen is 3 times faster than nitrogen. Therefore, minus d concentration of H2 upon dt is equal to 3 into minus d concentration of N2 upon dt. So this is the second equation. We can say both equation 1 as well as equation 2 both are the expression for the rate of chemical reaction. As like these two equation, we can also create the one more equation for the rate of chemical reaction. Hence, to avoid the multiple equation for the rate of chemical reaction, one formula is there: rate of chemical reaction is equal to change in concentration of reactant or product divided by its stoichiometric coefficient into delta T, or we can say in case of instantaneous dt. Hence, for this particular chemical reaction, N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. Rate of chemical reaction is equal to as change in concentration of reactant or product. If you take in consider this nitrogen, minus D concentration of N2 divided by this delta T. As if you observe this chemical reaction, coefficient is 1 here, so I write here 1. Okay, so which is equal to, as here H2 get consumed, so minus sign is there, minus D concentration of H2 divided by dt, as here divided by 3 is there because stoichiometric coefficient is 3 here, which is equal to plus, as in term of concentration of ammonia, plus D concentration of NH3 upon 2 into dt. So we can, with the help of this formula, we write here the rate of chemical reaction. And if you observe this equation of rate of chemical reaction, as we can modify this equation into this two equation. As if you observe this, d N2 upon 1 into dt is equal to as minus d H2 upon 3 into dt, which is the second equation. As if you take in consider this equation 1, we can prepare this equation with the help of this to get transfer here. Okay, so this is all about the average rate of chemical reaction and instantaneous rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so